Let's listen to this.
The intrigue is because people care about Charlie. Okay, so that part I understand.
You're more generous than I'd be.
Yes, and that's fine. And I am going to give you the floor here now, Blake, because you were there and you actually interacted with Mikey. You were with Mikey. You left the scene and then connected with Mikey. So explain what the video is.
All right, I'm not going to wallow in it at length, but people have. It's gone viral and people have asked us to address it, and we're going to do so briefly. The video, without going way into it, is by, I can't even remember the guy's name. Someone made a video that is attacking Mikey, Charlie's, when it happened, and I was next to Mikey when it happened. And to Charlie's murder. And I'm just going to be blunt about this. This is a extremely disgusting attack. And I can speak to that there when it happened, and I was next to Mikey when it happened. And what I can say is, I can't say every single thing that happened, but I want to talk about this specific narrow thing. That the shooting occurs. I am next to Mikey. Both of us hear a loud crack. We both turn. We both see Charlie, who has been shot. Both of us, I think at about the same time, realize that means there is a shooter who is on the scene. And, you just hear the crack. So you don't know, did it come from far away? Did it come from close? Is there a mass shooter unfolding right now? So I and him both had the reaction of, let's get out of here before we are both shot. That is not us abandoning Charlie. Charlie had a security team. They all leapt immediately into action, and they got Charlie out of there, which was what their job was to do. My job was not to get in the way and screw this up because, I had to be a hero. That was not my job. I remember even running past, both of us going past the SUV that we came in on, and me thinking, should I get in that car? And then thinking, no, that's a really stupid thing to do. And then I kept going. So I was not with Mikey, or I don't remember being with him. I think I was ahead of him as we left. And then we get out, and I run for, can't have been more than 15 or 20 seconds. And then I realized there hasn't been another shot, so the shooter has likely been detained or stopped or something, not in immediate danger. I pause, I look around me, and I see Mikey. And I see Mikey there. And I will never forget what I saw, because I've seen Mikey almost every day for the past 2 years. I know his personality very well. He's a very bubbly guy. He's a very happy guy almost all of the time. And I'll never forget what I saw, because it was clear in the moment that he was profoundly freaked out. What I'll always remember is the way his lip was quivering, which I'd never seen before. And you very rarely see from someone that he was freaking out. And then I think he literally said to me, I might be imagining this, but I think what he literally said was, he was looking around, and then he says, I need to call Erica. And then he takes his phone and he begins calling Erica. And I don't want to disclose how that call unfolded, but he did that. Your mind extends all of this, but that is happening within a minute of all of this occurring. I remember he calls Erica. Around the same time, I pull out my phone and I call my mom just to say, hey, Mom, there's been a shooting. You're going to see it on the news. I'm okay. Pray for me. I've got to go. And I remember that call. And around the time I put that phone away, and then he immediately calls his dad. He calls Rob McCoy. And he says, Dad, someone shot Charlie. You need to call all of your pastor friends. Charlie was hit. We need everyone to pray right now. And that's what he told him. And I guess it's very disgusting for me as someone who witnessed this, who saw Mikey hugely distressed and then step up in the moment, because after that was over, I saw Mikey get total mastery of himself, that he realized he had to step up in this situation. And from that point, he was like a general directing a battle, where he was, grabbing people and saying, okay, we need to get to the hospital and we need to do these things. You guys need to wait here. I need to get in here to get information so that I can get it to Erica. And when we learned he was dead, he came out and he told us, and then he says, now none of you can say anything that you've heard, because it is.
I was so shell-shocked. I was not even there, but I was immediately traumatized. My brain fries like an egg. I can't see straight. I can't think straight. All I knew is that what's happening. My wife came in. She hugged me. We started crying together, and and I can't even remember those moments very clearly. I wasn't even there. Mikey was two
Mike has
steps
talked
away,
about that.
and I asked him, I was like, "Do you even remember the moments after?" He's like, I can't even really remember. I know I called Erica. I know I called my wife. I know I called my dad. I can't even really remember the steps I took. I can't. But here's the last thing I want to make a point of. And Charlie had given me similar instructions along the years. Said, if anything ever happens to me, you call Erica.
Yeah,
that's
the other thing.
And he drilled that into Mikey's brain so that when this moment of trauma happened, that he turned around and he knew he had to do it. And by the way, I just last thing, because this is part of the video allegations here, is that they think they're alleging that he was on the phone immediately. He was not. He was taking social videos, which he would send to our group chat, which we would then put on Charlie's social while the event was happening, so you could see like the crowd come in or his interactions. And we were only 2 questions into this event, so he was still getting it out to all the chats he needed to do, which he did at every event. He turns around, and it was so blaringly loud, I'm told. You would know this better than I, but this is what I'm told. It was so blaringly loud, and he was so shell-shocked. He put his fingers in his ear, but his phone was still in his hand. He walks away, and he's...
not even walk. I want to... Because people are talking about that. The way it was is we had a cordoned-off area with grates, so you had controlled access. All the people, when this happens, they all get the idea we should leave before we are shot. And so there's a little narrow gap that I think people, it's not really walking, it's that everyone has to slow up to get through this little narrow choke point to get out of the area. And
anyways, well, the point is he walks briskly. I don't even care if he's walking, running, whatever, because again, the most traumatic thing you could imagine had just happened to him. My brain fried. I cannot imagine what was going through your guys' head being on the scene and seeing it and knowing, again, the security guys are jumping in. He turns and like I'm telling you, Mikey that day.
It's clear no one is buying the Charlie Kirk official narrative. Definitely. People can tell something is not adding up. And when you see the comment section of this video that was done yesterday by TPUSA yesterday on the video regarding or try to debunk Michael McCoy complaint from Candace Owens, you tell that the comment section was not happy. In the comment section, what it does is it makes sure that TPUSA people, if you're reading this comment section, you can tell people cannot buy your shit again. People cannot buy the lies you are telling here. And this is actually this one who says that looking at this comment section, I can have hope and faith in humanity. Because people can tell that the people already right now operating TPUSA are not people who Charlie could see that they were enemies. Yes, they behaved like friends. And one thing is clear that people are not happy. And they are questioning why is it that we have people who claim to be friends of Charlie Kirk but telling lies and trying to hide information or even not pushing for justice for Charlie Kirk. This tells you something, that the people at this TPUSA may had something, or maybe they knew something that majority of us do not know. And when you see them trying to tarnish the name of Candace Owens, afraid of Charlie Kirk, and even lie, and the comment section bashes them to this extent. Comment section is burning fire here, and you can see that the comment section is not happy. Even when you look at the views of the latest videos, you can tell that people are disappointed, and even there's no hope with whatever TPUSA is doing, and the PR game is over. And when you see this, you can tell people are unhappy, and they can feel something is not adding up. And please, TPUSA, it's a high time you tell the truth. It's a high time you speak the truth, because from the comment section, people are not happy. There's no way majority of this video or majority of comments in this video are all negative and trying to accuse you of being enemies who pretended to be friends of Charlie Kirk, being people who are hiding the truth of what happened on September 10. This is not accidental. People are not happy. This is not easy, but you have to do it now. Otherwise, this channel will go down the drain. It's possible. You can tell by the way that people are making statements in this comment section. It's not okay. It's a high time. And the question is, why do you have to defend Michael McCoy instead of him coming here and explaining to us and showing us this is the person I was calling by this time and what happened? Let him explain with proof, with the text, with the columns, just as Candace Owens said. Otherwise, it doesn't look well for you guys. The PR is not working. If you have brains, you can see it. If you read your comment sections, you can see it. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section. I'm your host, James. Let's meet in the next video. Remember to subscribe and share.